Here is the next example. In this example, we're finding the transfer function by simplifying this block diagram. Okay, so here I can clearly see that's a feedback. I can combine that. Once I combine it, I can add all these three. I mean, these are all in series, just multiply them. So basically, since it has minus, it's z2 over 1 plus z2 h1. Okay, now this is in series with z3 and z1. Okay, so these three together, I'm going to redraw the diagram again. These three together, it's going to be z1, z2, z3 over 1 plus z2 h1. Okay, now this is minus, you have a summing point and g4 and takeoff point. Now here is u is dividing and another summing point. Now this is g5 going over there and h2 is coming as a feedback. Okay, these two are plus, this is plus, this is all of them are plus from the given circuit block diagram. Now to simplify this, I need to eliminate this summing point. To eliminate the summing point, what I can do, I can move this g5. So to eliminate the summing point, I need to move this g5 to the all the inputs coming to the summing point. Okay, this is going out, these two are coming in. So when I move that out, when I move it out, I'm going to end up having z1, z2, z3 over 1 plus z2 h1. Okay, I will have z5 and then so g5 is going over there, that's a plus. Now here I have z4 and here I have z5 h2. Okay, so now this is feed forward path, that's a feedback path. This is u, that's y. Okay, after simplifying this, you will see this as I'm going to, we have to add it, g5 plus z1, z2, z3 over 1 plus z2 h1. Okay, make it as single term, we can combine that, make it as single term. Here it is going to be g4 over 1 minus g4 g5 h2. This is y, this is u. Okay, now when I combine these three together, z1, z2, z3 plus z5 plus g5 z2 h2 h1 over 1 plus z2 h1. This is multiplied by z4 over 1 minus z4 z5 h2. Okay, it's just a direct multiplication, so I will end up with z1 z2 z3 z4 plus z1 z2 z4 z5 plus z4 z5 over 1 plus z2 h1 1 minus z4 z5 h2. This is your transfer function, which is y over u. Okay, thank you. I'll solve one more example in this video. Looks like I made a mistake here, so this must be minus there. So if that is minus, then this one must be minus there. Let me use different color. That must be minus there. So minus z1, z2, z3. So this is going to be minus there. That's going to be minus there. Okay, I mean, these are silly mistakes. Make sure that you review them one more time before you submit your assignment or your exam. Here is the next example. In this example, we're also finding the transfer function for the closed loop system. You know that what is closed loop, open loop? As long as there is feedback, so some output is connected to the input, we call it as a feedback or closed loop system. As long as there is feedback connected to the input, we call it as a closed loop system. If there is no feedback connected, it's called open loop system. So there is no connection between U and Y other than this block. There is no feedback, then we call it as, there is no feedback, then we call that as open loop system. Okay, here I can see I can move my H3 takeoff point. If I move it from here to here, that I can combine all these three blocks. Okay, so I'm moving a takeoff point after Z1 to before Z1. What should I do? Say for example, here you have A, the output here must be Z1 times A, the signal going into this. So even if I move it here, I should have G1 times A. So what should I do? I need to multiply this with the G1. So if I move it here, I will have Z1 H3 going to that summing point. Now here I can combine, these two are multiplied, other one is added, so Z1 Z2 plus Z4. I don't know why I didn't give G3 here, but that's okay, or I can take this as Z3 for time being. Okay, that's my Z3. Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. This is going to the now I can eliminate the summing point because all two of them are connected together. Y, and here I have H1 coming and I have summing point there, minus H2 is going over there. This is also minus here. Okay, now to eliminate the summing point, what can I do? What I can do here, I can move this H2 to before the summing point. Once I move it to the before to the summing point, minus minus, this one become positive and this one become negative. So once I move it to before the summing point, basically I will eliminate this. I will have H2 there and H2 there. Okay, so now this minus minus become positive here. Let me redraw this. So I have Z1 Z2 plus Z3, that's going to Y. Here minus and plus become minus. Here I have G1 H2 H3, that's a feedback, and from here it is going to be H1 H2, that feedback is going back here, that is going to be positive. This is U and that's Y. Now I can combine these two, make it as a one single closed loop. That is going to be, since I have negative there, 1 over 1 plus Z1 H2 H3. Now this is in series with Z1 Z2 plus Z3. Now I have another feedback which is H1 H2. Okay, Y and U as an input, Y as an output. Okay, now I can multiply those two and the feedback, the total system is going to be, I'm going to write down the total transfer function, Z1 Z2 plus Z3 over 1 plus Z1 H2 H3 over 1 minus, since I have plus there, I will end up with minus. I have to write the whole thing, Z1 Z2 plus Z3 over 1 plus Z1 H2 H3 times H1 and H2. Okay, this is y over u. If I simplify this, y over u equal to, use red, so I have to do the LCM. So this denominator is going to come over here, and then I can cancel these two. So it's going to be z1 z2 plus z3 over 1 plus z1 h2 h3 minus z1 z2 h1 h2 minus z3 h1 h2. Okay, that is our total transfer function. I'll stop this video here. I think I did enough examples in this area. Please let me know if you need more examples. Thank you.